You're scrolling, your mind is buzzing, and sleep feels far away. What if, in the next few minutes, you could find peace without escaping your life? The Bible holds simple scenes that work like anchors in a storm. Stay with me, because one of them flips the idea of peace on its head. Act 1. Setup. Peace isn't just the absence of noise. In the Bible, peace means wholeness. It's like a deep breath that reaches the bottom of your lungs. That kind of peace doesn't wait for your inbox to clear or your phone to stop vibrating. It can show up in the middle of the chaos you already have. Today, we'll walk through 5 Bible stories that still work. Each one gives you something practical you can do in a few minutes, even on the worst day. You'll leave with a rhythm you can use this week. And near the end, you'll hear a twist that might change the way you look for calm for the rest of your life. Let's step into the boat. Jesus and his friends are crossing the lake. It's evening. The water slaps against the wood, and someone lights a small lamp. Then the wind shifts. It's fast. Waves start to climb into the boat. The hull groans. Grown fishermen panic. And Jesus? He's asleep on a cushion. They shake him awake. "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He stands. He looks at the storm like you look at a barking dog that just snapped at your ankles. He speaks into the wind. "Peace, be still." The air quiets. The water relaxes. Then he turns to his friends. "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" It's a short story from the Gospel of Mark, and it gives you a move you can use when your heart starts racing and your mind spirals. Try the boat prayer. It takes 1 minute. First, name the storm out loud. I feel the pressure of that email. I'm scared about rent. I'm angry about what he said. Say it like you're pointing at a wave in the dark. Second, name who is in the boat with you. Jesus, you're here. You're not panicking. Third, ask for calm inside before calm outside. Quiet my heart first, then deal with the storm as you choose. Match it with a breath prayer. Inhale, you are here. Exhale, be still. It won't always change the weather outside, but it can change your breathing, your shoulders, your next decision. You are not alone in the boat. Act 2, escalation. Sometimes the waves stop and your mind still yells at you. The noise isn't outside, it's inside. Meet Elijah. He has just lived through a dramatic win. Fire fell from the sky. A crowd turned back to God. But by the next day, he is done. He runs to the desert. He wants to quit. He curls under a broom tree and asks to die. He is exhausted, hungry, and afraid. An angel wakes him and gives him bread and water. He sleeps again. Then he walks for 40 days to a mountain and hides in a cave. A wind rips past, strong enough to break rocks. Then an earthquake, then fire. But God is not in any of those. After the fire comes a gentle whisper. Elijah wraps his face and steps to the entrance. The whisper asks a simple question. What are you doing here? And the next steps begin. That story is a map when you feel burned out. Here's the practice. Build a 1-minute cave. You don't need a mountain. You need a moment. Set your phone on airplane mode. Sit in a chair with both feet on the floor. Drop your shoulders. Put your hands open on your lap. Inhale slowly to a count of 4. Exhale to a count of 6. Do that 3 times. Then ask, what am I doing here? Answer in one honest sentence. I'm scared I'll fail. I'm lonely. I'm angry. Now ask, what is one next right thing? Not 10 things. One thing you can do in the next 24 hours. Write it down. End with, speak. I'm listening. Silence can be scary. You might notice how fast your thoughts flash. But the whisper doesn't compete with the earthquake. It waits. If all you hear is eat, drink water, rest, that's not less spiritual. That's the first gift Elijah got. There's another kind of noise, old hurt. Joseph was the kid with big dreams. His brothers hated him. They sold him to traffickers, faked his death, and went home. Joseph ended up in a foreign land. He worked hard, rose, was lied about, and went to prison. Years passed. Then he was lifted again and became second in command over the whole nation. A famine hit. His brothers showed up to buy food, not knowing the official in front of them was the brother they betrayed. Everything in Joseph could have twisted. He could have fed the famine in his heart. Instead, he wept. He tested them. He saw their change, and he chose mercy. Years later, when their guilt flared again, he told them, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring about many lives saved." That sentence holds a heavy truth. Peace isn't pretending it didn't hurt. Peace names what happened and releases the grip it has on your future. Forgiveness is not saying what they did was okay. It's refusing to let their harm decide your next step. Here's a 4-sentence release practice when old pain spikes and pulls you under. Say, "This hurt me." Be specific and sober. Not dramatic, honest. Say, "I release the debt." You're not the judge and the collector. You lay down the ledger. If a boundary is needed, that comes next. Say, "I choose a boundary." Maybe it's no late-night texts. Maybe it's not seeing them alone. Maybe it's no more debt to an apology they won't give. Say, "Give me wisdom." You ask for help to do the next right thing. You might need to repeat this 100 times while your feelings catch up. That's okay. Joseph lived a long time between betrayal and restoration. Peace can grow slow and still be real. Take a breath. Notice your back on the chair. Unclench your jaw. Act 3. Climax and aftermath. Some of us get overwhelmed not by storms or memories, but by good things piling up. The list is big. The day is short. You are Martha. She was hosting a teacher and a crowd in her home. She cooked, she served, she managed details. And her sister, Mary, sat on the floor and listened to Jesus. Martha snapped, "Tell her to help me." Jesus didn't scold her work. He named her weight. "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the better part." The point wasn't never cook. The point was order. Presence before performance. When your chest tightens under a good load, try the one thing rule. Before you open the laptop, before you fire off texts, sit for 5 minutes. Read a few lines from Psalm 23 out loud. "The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul." Ask, what is the one thing I must do first? Do that, then move to the second. Your list may still be long, but it will have a spine. Your pace changes when you start from presence. Now for the letter from a prison. Iron bars, cold stone. A man named Paul writes, "Rejoice always. Don't be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which passes understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds." He isn't writing from a hammock. He is in chains. His future is unclear, and yet he talks like a free man. He pictures peace like a guard at the door of your mind, standing between your thoughts and the next panic. Here's a 3-minute rhythm built from his paragraph. Use the praise steps. Pause. Sit still. Take one slow breath. Relax your brow and your shoulders. Rejoice. Name 3 good things, even small ones. Warm coffee. A friend's text. A roof. Gratitude opens the window. Ask. Say what you need. Be plain. I need rent. I need courage for the meeting at 2. Help me forgive. Write it or whisper it. Yield. End with, your will is good. I trust your timing more than mine. Let go of the result and take the next step you can take today. When you draw a circle around this habit, your day gains posts in the ground. You won't float away as fast. After those moves, build a simple rhythm that fits an ordinary week. 4 anchors for 4 corners of your day. Morning. Before you touch your phone, sit on the edge of your bed and say, "You are with me." Then read 4 lines of a psalm. Midday. Take 60 seconds to breathe and ask, "What's my one next right thing?" Commute or walk. Say out loud 3 things you're thankful for. Night. Release the day. This was good. This was hard. I give it all to you. Sleep as an act of trust, not defeat. Peace grows in those small, repeatable places. Twist, insight. Here's the twist. You thought this episode was about how to get peace if you try hard enough. But in the Bible, you don't actually chase peace as a feeling. Peace meets you as a person. One line says it straight. He himself is our peace. Not, he gives us peace like a product. He is peace. That means the goal isn't to hack your mind until it behaves. The goal is to draw close to the one who calms storms, who whispers in caves, who sits in your kitchen, who sings in prisons. The stories don't point to superhuman heroes. They point to God stepping into normal fear. That flips the pressure. You don't have to earn calm by doing everything right. You don't have to wait until your inbox is empty. Your room is clean. Your relationship is fixed. Peace isn't something you grab when life stops. It's someone who sits with you while the waves are still loud. Sometimes the wind still blows after you pray. Sometimes the cave stays quiet and you hear nothing fancy. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you can be held and human at the same time. There's another line that Jesus told his friends the night before his arrest. In me, you may have peace. In this world, you will have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world. Trouble and peace can sit at the same table. The promise isn't that the storm always ends fast. The promise is that you won't go through it alone, and that in the end, the one who is peace wins. Reflection. Takeaway. Let's pull it together. When panic rises, step into the boat. Name the storm. Name who's with you. Ask for calm inside before calm outside. Breathe. You are here. Be still. When you're burned out, build a 1-minute cave. Silence the phone. Breathe. Answer. What am I doing here? Choose the one next right thing. Eat. Rest if you need to. That counts. When old hurt grabs your throat, try the 4-sentence release. This hurt me. I release the debt. I choose a boundary. Give me wisdom. Repeat until your heart follows. When good things pile up, use the one thing rule. Presence before performance. Start with one quiet moment, then choose the first true task. When anxiety joins you in the waiting room, the meeting, or the kitchen at midnight, use PRAY. Pause. Rejoice. Ask. Yield. Let peace stand guard at your thoughts. And remember the twist. Peace is not a prize you earn. It's a person you welcome. You can be honest, messy, and still held. That's the center of all these stories. Here's a 7-day challenge. Day 1, use the boat prayer once. Day 2, build the 1-minute cave. Day 3, practice the release sentences on one old wound. Day 4, the one thing rule before work. Day 5, pray at lunch. Day 6, a gratitude walk. Day 7, read Psalm 23 out loud and rest for 10 minutes. If you miss a day, don't quit. Start again. The point is not perfection. The point is practice. I'd love to hear from you. Which story do you need most right now? And what's your one next right thing? Drop your answer in the comments. And if this helped you breathe a little deeper, subscribe for more Bible-centered stories and simple habits that bring calm into real life. Tap subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. We're building a steady, quiet corner on the internet, one story at a time.